these little rascals that are all coming back on their own. This is a pine. This is a fir. It's just phenomenal.
Tony Franks and Paul Hugo see new growth and new possibilities in the shadow of Pyramid Peak in the Sierra.
My grandparents built the place in the late 40s.
My great uncle built this cabin in 1947.
For more than 70 years, these little rectangles in the woods, as they call them, have dotted the El Dorado National Forest. 975 people have cabins here, even though the land itself is in the national park.
So we are all issued a special use permit through the Forest Service to have a recreational residence on this piece of dirt up here.
Those permits were issued as far back as 1915 in an effort to get more people to come to the national forests. The permit holders owned the cabin, but not the land. That wasn't a problem until 2021.
Write down something that you're grateful for.
In the middle of Sacramento State's busy student union,
you can write something that you're grateful for on this rock, and you can take it with you.
an invitation to stop and be grateful for anything.
I just wrote my friends because during COVID, I didn't get to interact with anybody.
Students in a class called The Psychology of Happiness organized this event to share what they've learned.
If you practice gratitude and happiness, you make more money, you sleep better, you have better health. I've been surprised by how many benefits there are.
We have a little booth around the corner.
So they set up gratitude stations where people could express their gratitude on rocks, on slips of paper, in letters.
Hi, Professor Shah. I'd like to thank you for offering me position of student assistant.
You are an amazing professor, one of my favorites.
I'll remain grateful for considering me.
You're always so positive and funny. I hope you and your family are doing well. Crystal King.
Those students told us writing those letters made them happy. And research shows the benefits could also range from less fatigue to lower levels of systemic inflammation.
There are different ways to practice gratitude, and it brings on a lot of benefits to the individual.
Dr. Meliksha Demir is Sac State's very first endowed professor in happiness. These are his students.
There's a reason why so many people cross 34th Street in East Sacramento.
The building has been here, it's been a feed store since 1920.
A reason why they flock to Western Feed and Pet Supply, a business that is open almost every day.
361, Monday through Sunday.
And a reason why some come with a certain excitement.
That would be Thursdays, yeah. Chick days. We get here a little before 8 to start opening up, and there's usually some people waiting outside already.
A weekly event.
We got chickens.
When the mailman delivers a new batch of hatchlings. And they're peeping at the top of their lungs.
It's hard to keep the chickens in stock. They sell out the day that we get the chicks.
Last time it was crazy. It was packed and some people took 12 chickens home, 6 of each. Yeah, you'll get a line every week.
And much of the foul frenzy is being caused by the rising cost of eggs they produce.
I guess egg prices does have something to do with it because the chickens are they're selling like crazy.
True. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna add it to that.
Miltos Apostolitis and his family started their chicken family 2 years ago behind his home on 59th Street.
I know that one's Goldie. The kids know them all. I know 2 of them. Goldie and Cheep Cheep is hiding somewhere.
The El Dorado National Forest is nearly 600,000 acres, and not all of it is easy to navigate.
It wouldn't be as special, I think, if it wasn't as hard to get to.
But at one of the highest and most remote spots,
it's pretty hairy. You really need 4-wheel drive and high clearance to make it up here.
There's a transformation amongst the trees.
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do.
Can I see the drill?
6,000 feet up, an important building sits, weathered by time.
We're here at Alder Ridge Lookout, and we're doing some historic preservation and restoration on the cabin next to the Alder Ridge Lookout.
Surprisingly, it's still standing.
The cabin was built in 1937, providing a bird's eye view in hopes of spotting fires.
And this was one of the best areas that they had back then.
As technology got better, the need for the lookout wasn't as needed, and the Forest Service stopped using it in the 80s. Mother Nature, along with human nature, took their tolls.
It had been sitting empty for a long time. Plenty of animals had made their home inside of it.
There's almost no difference in how this was constructed and maintained over time. There's been no changes.
But the Forest Service was always aware of the cabin's significance.
A lot of people from this community have a connection to the lookout. Maybe their family members worked here, or they've come and visited it.